Hi sweet friends, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little crafting and we're going to make some easy rustic wood fireworks. These are seriously so easy to make and they look super cute and are the perfect addition to add to your patriotic decor. So grab yourself a drink or whatever you like and let's get crafting. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, first I'm just going to go over everything really fast so you can see what we will be using to make these DIY fireworks. First I took a 2x4 and cut it into 3 different sections measuring 6, 8, and 10 inches. You can go with whatever size you want, but these are just the sizes that I decided to go with today. Then I had my husband take his drill and just drill a hole in the center of each piece of wood there at the top. We want the holes here because we're going to take a rope and stick it there in the middle in the hole to make it look like a fuse for the fireworks. Here is the jute rope that I'm going to be using for the fuse. I found this at Walmart. I think it was like $6, so this is what I'm going to be using for it. Then I just have some painter's tape. I did end up going with a wider tape because I wanted the stripes that I made to be a little wider, so I have painter's tape, and then I have a few paint brushes. I have just this bristle brush, and then I have a few of these foam brushes as well. I picked up some of this apple barrel craft paint at Walmart in white, red, brown, and a navy blue. I like to use navy blue when I decorate for the 4th of July. Instead of that bright royal blue, I like to use navy. So that is what I grabbed at Walmart. Like I said, a lot of this stuff came from Walmart, but I know Dollar Tree carries a lot of this stuff as well. So you can go check out your Dollar Tree if you want to make this a little more budget friendly. For this, I'm just going to use some of this tacky glue. I could use my glue gun, but today I just wanted to make it a little easier, so I'm just going to be using this. I found this pack of star stencils on Amazon. It comes with 16 pieces in a bunch of different sizes, and it was $9. You could use some star stickers or something like that, but I decided to just use these stencils instead. I did pick up this heat gun on Amazon. I have wanted one for a while and I decided to just go for it and buy it. It was $10 and I'm really excited to use this. I do a lot of crafting and waiting for paint to dry sometimes just takes so much time, so I'm hoping this will help with it. Alright, I'm going to jump right into making these wood fireworks. I'm just going to start off by painting these wood pieces that I have. Here is what this heat gun looks like after I took it out of the package. It is very lightweight, it has a nice long cord, and it has that little stand on it so you can stand it up if you want. It only has one temperature setting, but it gets very hot and it definitely works. I noticed such a difference. It really made this project go so much faster because I didn't have to wait for the paint to dry. I will make sure to link this down below if you want to check it out and maybe get one for yourself. Let me know down below in the comments if you love crafting and doing DIYs. I really enjoy it, but I noticed that I don't get a lot of views on them when I share them on my channel. I've shared a few things, but Not too much because those videos just don't seem to do very well. I've been doing it more on the side, but I really would love to share more of it here on my channel. Let me know if that is something you would be interested in down below in the comments. Alright, now that all the wood pieces are painted and dried, it is time to make these look super cute, and I'm just going to start with this block, and I'm going to use some of this painter's tape and just tape it around it to make some stripes. And then I'm just going to take some of that red paint that I have and paint over the white. I am just eyeballing this. You can measure it and make the stripes more even, but honestly, I just don't care, so I think it still turned out really cute in the end, even though it is not perfect. With this next wood block, I'm going to take some white paint and I'm going to stencil on some stars with one of those star stencils that I have. This was super easy to do, but I wish I did use a smaller brush because I did end up painting the blue a little and I had to touch it up some. But I think it turned out really cute and I'm really happy with how it looks. I hope all of you are doing well. I know I haven't posted a ton here on my channel lately with my kids being home from school and just life being crazy and busy. I haven't had a ton of time to make videos. We are just taking summer in and enjoying it. It has been so hot in Arizona that most of the time my kids play out in our little pool that we have set up because that is really all you can do outside with the heat. During the day, we spend a lot of time inside, just having fun, playing games, watching movies, and stuff like that. We are just enjoying these next few weeks we have of summer. My kids do start school earlier here in Arizona where we live, so they actually only have a few weeks left before they go back to school again. Once they go back to school, I will have a little more time to focus on my videos again and get back to a normal schedule. So I'm excited for that, but I just really want to enjoy summer. My second oldest is starting her junior year coming up this year, so she has 2 more years left of school and then she's off to college. So I feel like summers are so much different when your kids are younger because you feel like you have a ton of time with them, but then suddenly you blink and they are juniors in high school and going off to college soon. So knowing she only has 2 summers left before she's off to college really makes me just want to slow down and enjoy my kids and just spend as much time with them as I can. So with that said, thank you for understanding. I will be back to my regular schedule videos soon and I'm excited for them. We have fall coming up here and fall is my favorite time to decorate and I'm already thinking about it and cannot wait for it. I can't believe July 4th is coming up here soon. That is a very busy and fun week for us. My birthday is July 1st, and then I have 2 kids that have birthdays that same week as well. And then we celebrate July 4th, so it is just a fun, busy time for us, and it is kind of the last little hurrah before all my kids go back to school. Let me know in the comments if you celebrate July 4th and what you do for it, and if you have any fun traditions that you do every year. One tradition we have is we buy or we make matching shirts for our kids to wear for the 4th of July. I have done that since I started having kids, and now that my kids are older, they are into it as well and love making the shirts. This year we are doing tie-dye, so we will see how that turns out.
Think about me because I'm starting to doubt we will find our way back to each other when you're on the other side of the world. I'm here and I'm waiting, but I know I can't say that we didn't.
With this next one, I really want to give it that distressed, rustic, old, vintage look to it, so I'm going to take some of that brown paint that I have, and then I'm taking a bristle brush and I'm just going to go around the edges with it. I also take some paper towel and just rub it in a little to give it more of that stained look there. So you can use as little or as much paint as you want here. I went a little heavier because I wanted it to stand out a little more, so that is what I did.
Somewhere in the middle and a little bit messed up, 'cause without you
Here is what this firecracker looks like after taking the tape off of it. Now I'm going to distress this one as well. I don't want to go as heavy on this one, so I'm just going to do it a little around the edges and on top and around the sides. Here we are with the last one with the stars, and again I'm just going to distress it around the edges and just make it a little more rustic looking. Alright, so they are all painted and done, and oh my goodness, I just love how they turned out. It is exactly the look I was going for here, and I just think they're super cute, and I'm excited to use them here in my home. Now that everything is done and painted, we are going to add the fuse to the top, so I'm just taking some of that tacky glue and adding it to the holes there at the top. Then I took some of that jute rope that I have and cut it, and I'm going to place it inside of this hole. I just place it in and twist it a little, and now we have a fuse for our firecracker. Then I'm going to do the other two, and we are officially done making these cute DIY rustic looking firecrackers. This is what they look like now that they are done. Look how cute they turned out. I just love them, and they are so easy to make. You should definitely try making some yourself. Like I said, there are so many ways you can customize these and make them your own. You can make them in different sizes, different colors, and I think making some a little bigger and putting them on my front porch would look really cute. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you stayed with me here until the end, thank you so much. Leave me a firecracker emoji down below in the comments. If you did, I always love to see who stays with me here until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more decorating videos coming your way. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.